What's up, everybody? My name is Wired Zach, and welcome back to Minecraft. We're not in our normal world that we were several months ago. I'm just on a tree in the middle of nowhere. If you don't know what this is called Sky Factory. This is a mod pack, and I love mod packs. I love watching them, and I've played a few here and there. So what this one is so far there are four that I know of. I think I saw a fifth one somewhere online, but four has been the most common. But this one is number two. This is my personal favorite one. And sorry if I look a little shiny today. I'm trying to figure out the sliding situation here since I found my webcam after moving in. So, if you don't know what this is, Sky Factory. You learn a whole different thing. This is no longer vanilla Minecraft. This is beyond vanilla Minecraft. For example, we're on a freaking tree. So, we can do our normal deal of, doing our normal vanilla stuff. But one of the things that we have to do is chop down this tree, build a platform, and we have to get at least one sapling. So, I might be, a little focused in because it does tend to get scary. Let me change some things on here real quick. Turn this down just a little bit and turn down my microphone because I'm probably blaring out your ears. I hope this is good right here. I'll turn it down just a little bit more since I'm a loud talker. Let's try this out. So this one has been particularly my favorite. And as you can see, some of the leaves are already falling. So we gotta quickly do all this as I'm doing this the slowest way possible. So always gotta hold shift, and I realize that my sticky keys are active, and I need to change that. So usually I like to do slabs, and I need to place it on the bottom one so monsters don't really spawn on the blocks itself. So, as I'm making this platform, I'm hoping that I can get a tree or a sapling because that is the most important thing to do. I've had playthroughs of this that I just never got a sapling, and I see one, which is great to know. So, get that. There we go. I don't know if Vein is currently active at the moment, but I have several playthroughs of this where I have accidentally vein mined my whole entire platform and died. So now we got our sapling here. So instead of just sitting and waiting around for ages, like 3 Minecraft days or whatever, which feels like 3 actual days at times. Sometimes, if you haven't seen any of the Sky Factory mod packs by Sunday or whoever does them anymore, Sunday is the one I used to watch back in the day, but gotta dance, and it helps the sapling grow. And here in just a few seconds, we already have a tree. So, no, vein miner is not on. Okay. So we gotta chop down a few of these trees. So I'll see you after I get a couple of these trees taken care of, and hopefully, actually, no, I'm not ready yet. So now that we have a little bit more wood, let's make some sticks real quick. And instead of making the typical axe, for this, we can make the axe. But there's one other thing I want to show you what to do. We're gonna make what's called a crook. And this helps get a higher rate of saplings. So, for us, we can do this, and we already have a sapling. We have a couple of saplings, so now we don't have to wait too long for most of the. Actually, I'm going to turn that back up. Since that's a little loud. There we go. That's a little bit more livable. And I could hear myself just a little bit. So now, everything's empty. And we didn't use too much of our crook at all. So now, we just do the same thing all over again. Hopefully Sticky Keys doesn't activate again. Okay, good. So, there we go. All done. I'll come back here in a little bit just so that when I get a few trees taken care of and I got a little bit more of a platform, I can show you the next step. Okay, everybody, I'm back. So we're at the end of our very first day. So we're going to put our one and only torch that the mod pack gave us, down. And we got a little bit of a platform, and you're wondering, Zach, why in the world do you have two holes in the middle of your floor? You'll see. You probably already know what I'm going to make here in just a bit. Unfortunately, I can't make a bed because there's no sheep. There's no grass for any sheep to grow on. So we're going to make a couple of blocks again. Which this is one of the cool things about this mod pack is that you can make your whatchamacallits, your slabs to back to full blocks again. So what we're gonna make is what's called an oak barrel. And what we do here is let's do that. What we do here is we have a couple of saplings, and we need to have 8. I'm gonna hold on to one just for safekeeping. But we want to try fill this up as much as we can. Let's make a couple more crooks. Let's put 2 more. So now it's composing. And here in a bit, we're going to make something that's going to be really helpful to us. So, while that's composing, we'll make this. I'll be back when that's done. I just took down a couple of trees. Now we have a thing of dirt. Right-click that, and we get our dirt block out of there. So, in the meantime, let's put a few more oak saplings in there and put our first piece of dirt down. Or really, our second piece of dirt in this world. That's the freaking Earth! And that ain't the moon. Our moon's not red. Other than certain events and certain, eclipses and whatnot. But it's never usually red. I just realized something. So we can't really get any water or rain in the savannah in Minecraft. But we have to go somewhere where it can rain. That's one of the things we have to do because it does not have any rain. I gotta do some research real quick, see if there's another way. We can't really do much about it other than go somewhere where it's not a savannah. That's the downside, unfortunately. Holy crap, this is a large tree. My god. Whew. I've never seen a tree this big. I'm not joking. Other than Jungle Tree, like, wow. I'm gonna do a little like speed run or like a fast thing. Whatchamacallit? I can't remember what it's called. Thing that makes things go by fast. English is not my best language, but it's my only language. So, we'll see you here in probably I don't know how long. Oh my god, I am here. Luckily. It took me a second to remember because it's been like at least 5, 6 years since I played this mod pack. So I'm not doing this without any help other than like having to do quick research things on like vanilla Minecraft because I hardly ever play vanilla Minecraft. And I haven't played vanilla Minecraft since the series. Which I want to get back into, see if I can get Mallory and Daniel. So, these silkworms. So, I don't have that many saplings, but that's okay. I don't want to get too many saplings for this. But, what we can do is these silkworms, we're just going to feed one right here. Feed one right here. And we're going to feed one here. So, we're going to just let that sit, do its thing, and I'll see you guys here in a few minutes. I'm going to go, like, get a new drink, but I'm going to put this on fast forward real quick. Is that a bug on my computer screen? Ugh. Gross. So, I'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. It has been about 20 or 20-ish minutes, 30 minutes, and we are starting day 3 right now. So, this is technically our 4th day here, and it looks like everything is done. What we need to do is just do our normal thing, and we get string, which is kind of one of the things that we need for to continue furthering our achievement process. I want to check one thing here. Have we gone rain? Nope, not yet. So maybe in the next video I'll have some rain. I'm probably gonna let this run all night, since it's already like about 10:30 at night, and I like to record at night because it's out of the way. But let's make another chest. So our next step, after I figure out what my plan is to make a sift. And boom, there we go. We can make 2 sifts. And the best part about this version is So in Sky Factory 4, you make the trees that give you the element. So you start out with a dirt tree, which develops a lot of those. You get a dirt block, and then you go to like a cobblestone, and you get cobblestone blocks and whatnot. Here, with this, take some dirt, and you just sift it through, and you get stuff. And eventually you'll get like grass seeds, which grass seeds are really important. We can start early on with some other stuff, and we get some stone. That stone's going to be really important, but we're going to make quite a bit of we're going to do quite a bit of sifting of the dirt, and we're going to get to this next stage. So last one right here, and there. So we got all these seeds: melon, grass, carrot, and just regular seeds. So luckily, let's get rid of this. All we have to do is just fill a 2x2, and we get cobblestone. There we go. Now, our next thing is to build a stone hammer. And what we can do here is make gravel. And we can get even more things out of the gravel. But also the other thing is, so with the gravel, you can get broken ore. So I got gold right here, I have aluminium, and then I have iron, which is like one of the cool things, and we can get this stuff automated so we have unlimited resources later on. This is going to be the end of the episode right here. We've done quite a bit of stuff already in Sky Factory. So, let's open up this purple book, and it tells you about some of these things. I'm used to just a regular 2.0. The Wood Age. This is our first first thing that we do. This is kind of like an actual history course. So, Dawn Before You, New Age, Dawns Before You. You don't have anything to work with but this tree, so let's make the most of it. Use a crook on leaves to get saplings and a silkworm. Check. Make dirt by composting saplings into an oak barrel. Check. Infest leaves with a silkworm. Check. Use a crook on infested leaves to get string. Craft a sieve. So here, craft cobblestone from the small stones that drop from sifting dirt. Craft a hammer. Sift gravel, sand, and dust in a sieve. So we haven't gone that far yet, but we've gotten gravel out of it. But we can, once we get the gravel, we can take the hammer and turn it into sand. And we can take the hammer to the sand and make dust, which dust is going to be really important for our early stages of stuff. Sieve, compressed gravel, sand, dust, and that stuff. Make Tinker's construct tools from bone or flint. I want to make sure there's nothing else on here. So, we pretty much have, a good chunk of this already done. Nearly half of the first stage. Next episode, we're going to finish the rest of this. Hopefully, maybe if we can get half, let's check if there's rainwater over here. I'm doing all this hunger stuff, so I'm just going to yeet. So I'm going to finish this up. Thank you guys for watching Sky Factory 2. No! Thank you guys for watching Sky Factory 2. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button down below. Please share it with your friends and whatnot. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit that little bell thing. God, I haven't heard a YouTuber say hit that little bell thing in a while. Oh, wow. But you know the drill. That really was weird. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.